Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Awesome Albums Extras, where I come back to an album I've already talked about with more information. Whether this is completely new information since the original video, something that simply didn't fit in the original video, or maybe even something I completely forgot to mention from the original video. So today, let's revisit Van Halen's 1984. Although it should have been called 1983. I mean, it was planned for 83. Anyway, I'm sure you've made something, doesn't matter what it is, and the end result is significantly different than what you originally had in mind. Sometimes better, sometimes worse. Some of us get lucky though, and the final product is pretty much exactly how we imagined it. This was the case with 1984. In an interview with Eddie Van Halen, he says the final product wasn't too different from the original demo. He says there wasn't too much rewriting, something might have been rearranged or chopped here or there. He gives a lot of credit to Don Landy, producer and engineer, who seems to understand him quite well, and things would have been drastically different if it wasn't for his contributions. Eddie Van Halen mentioned how he never told David Lee Roth what to write lyrically, but sometimes this might cause disputes between them. Eddie might feel that a song would sound great without lyrics, and that lyrics would ruin them. The title track is a perfect example of this, where it creates a certain mood, and lyrics would have definitely ruined that mood. And here I am talking over the song, ruining the mood! In the original video, I mentioned there are 3 tracks on this album that are heavy on synthesizer. The title track, Jump, and I'll Wait. An interview with Guitar World with Eddie Van Halen in 1985 pointed out that his contribution to the album 1984 was as a keyboardist. He says it's neat and a lot of fun. He says he plays keyboards more than guitar. It means that you don't have to jump around on stage and have something hanging from your neck. He was joking, of course. 1984 was the first album in which Eddie used a stereo guitar, in which each string can be sent to different speakers through the use of individual string panpots. He said he used this on Top Jimmy, though it wasn't really a stereo guitar, rather has individual panpot for each string, so you can designate where each note you're playing will come out in the stereo spectrum. He planned each string opposite to each other. I'm no music expert, but his description sounds exactly like using a stereo guitar. For more information on Van Halen and their 1984 album, I have a video talking about every song on the album, as well as the iconic album cover. If you do, please be nice. I know I pronounced Ted Templeman's name completely wrong. I don't know why I pronounced his name the way I did, but the facts are still cool. And this has been Awesome Andrew, reminding you that Van Halen's 1984 is an awesome album, and I'll see you guys next time.